Bedroom. In semi-darkness, two people, Joya and Rakesh, covered by their bedsheets, are lying entangled in bed. They are meant to be naked. But what we actually see is that both performers are wearing full-length, loose-fitting bodysuits, buttoned at the shoulders, with the major sexual organs either painted on or sewn on as pouches in such a manner as to look comical, and embellished with copious fake pubic hair.
Oh, that was good. Wasn't it? Well, didn't you like it? Didn't you have a good time? Speak to me!
Listen, do you mind? I'm trying to get some sleep here.
You can't do this to me.
Do what to you?
Insult me like this.
What?
I have my pride, you know?
What are you talking about?
If you didn't have an orgasm, it wasn't my fault.
Who said it was?
There, you see? You admitted it. You didn't have one.
Oh, so what?
So, everything. Listen, I work hard to be a good lover, okay? So I don't want to hear any limp-wrist excuses. The problem with you is you don't try hard enough. You don't make an effort.
Supposing I don't want to.
Ha! Ha! That's a good one. That's a great one. That's the best one I've heard in a long time. Supposing I don't want to? Don't be ridiculous. Everyone wants to.
Well, I don't. I think it's highly overrated.
Will you listen to that? She says the greatest pleasure known to humans is overrated. Say, what are you anyway? A freak? A moron?
No. Just bored.
Bored? We've just made love, and you can tell me that it leaves you bored? You know what that does to me? What that does to my ego? I mean, there's a mean world out there, and I need all the self-esteem I can get just to put my tie on and face the jungle.
So, what do you want to do about it?
Well, I'd say you owe it to me to get right back into bed and let me show you what you've been missing.
Missing? Don't be silly, Rakesh. You can't force me to enjoy myself.
You bet I can, baby. I spent 2 years in the US of A, remember? I know every trick under the blanket.
In a quick move, he grabs her from behind and starts to stroke her breasts violently.
Let me go! If there's anything I hate, it's this compulsory pleasure. Why can't I choose when and how I want my pleasure, including if I want my pleasure?
You're frigid, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
So what's the story, huh? You were raped in childhood by your maternal uncle? You went to a convent where they told you girls who enjoy it don't go to heaven? What is it? What went wrong?
Nothing. There's nothing wrong. Why don't you believe me?
Because it's not normal not to want orgasms. It's like not wanting cars or color televisions. Not natural, not patriotic. Why, if people stopped wanting orgasms, pretty soon they wouldn't want anything. And then what would happen? World trade would grind to a halt. Governments would collapse. Populations would dwindle and chaos would rule the earth.
Aren't you getting a little carried away?
You're an anarchist. That's what you are. You want to destroy civilization with your monumental indifference.
No, I'm not. I'm not thinking of civilization or anything else. I'm just...
There you have it. You're an anarchist without even knowing it.
A sudden silence falls between them.
I'm sorry, Joya, but...
He suddenly lunges for her.
No! Rakesh! Behave yourself.
He chases her up and down and all around the room. Ultimately, while attempting to cross the bed, she sprawls full length athwart it, whereupon he leaps on her back triumphantly.
Not when all of humanity is at stake. Forgive me, Joya. I'm not doing this for myself. I'm doing this for everybody else. For everything we cared about. For freedom, for peace, for culture, for religion, for God, for democracy, for love. Damn it, love! Would you mind keeping still for just a minute?
During this part of his diatribe, Joya, meanwhile, has unbuttoned her nude suit, and even as Rakesh begins to mount her, has wriggled out from the top of the suit and down the front of the bed, onto the floor, and completely out of his grasp. She is fully clothed under the nude suit. She goes and sits away to one side in an armchair facing the bed.
That's it. How does that feel, darling? Good, huh? Yeah, good. Now let's hear a little accompaniment from you, shall we? Oh, that's it, baby. That's how it should be. That's how it was meant to be. Oh, yeah.
For the next couple of minutes, Rakesh ravishes the empty nude suit, throwing it up in the air, twirling it about himself, passing it under his legs, leaping all over the room with it, grunting ecstatically, while Joya, sitting on the armchair and utterly composed, yodels away. Soon enough, with loud screams, they both achieve a climax.
Oh, my God. That was really something, huh? Woo. Oh.
He sleeps briefly. Joya watches him, then gets up, gently extracts her suit from under him, folds it up, and packs it away into an overnight bag. Then she picks up her packet of cigarettes, finds her shoes, and tiptoes out of the room.
That was good. Wasn't it? Wasn't it? Hey! Joya? Joya? Where are you?